hosting, bro, after that first show, I went home and I was like, okay, there's a gap in the market here. I could definitely cut through and make some noise and continue the Nathan Hector brand, but just doing other things.
Okay.
And I just went on a crazy run, man. I toured with D-Block Europe twice. I've toured with Chip. I hosted a lot of like first headline shows for a lot of people. I hosted Central C's first 2 headline shows, 2016, 2017.
Dope.
Central C was actually the first ever artist in the UK to pay me a penny to host a show. Ever.
That's what's up.
So usually hosting shows, you wouldn't get paid by the artist at all? Is that
No. So I think maybe for the first year, I was like, bro, let me just come out and do my thing, you know what I'm saying? Just to prove a point. And it was building up my CV, I was getting able to travel. And then when it got to the tours, I would get paid and stuff. And then, but Central C was like probably the first artist that actually said, yo, here, hold this. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, I'm not surprised at where he's at, bro. He's a hustler. He's been a hustler. He was putting on his own shows without a manager.
That's crazy.
And like, I see a lot of people talking about he's an industry plant and da-da-da. Bro, if there's anyone in this business that can vouch for that kid, it's me and a couple of others. Because, bro, man has watched that kid grind and grind and grind. And I promise you now, it hasn't stopped. No. Because everything he's doing, he was doing before. And he's still got the same work rate as before. It's madness. I don't think people understand. Bro, it's crazy.
People always think it's like an overnight
It's
thing.
not.
And it's like,
not, bro.
Put in
like,
that grind.
I was just about to say, look at the camera and tell him like, yo, this man is a living representation. And sometimes you have to have delayed gratification in order for you to get to a place where you want to be. And you still got to grind more to get to where you ultimately want to be,
well,
right?
I'm nowhere near.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. But you've done so much already to sacrifice, and you got to continue to sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's a long grind. You got to, it's a super long grind. People think it's overnight. And you know what's killed that? Social media and TikTok.
1% every day, man. I feel like even with the hosting, man, like people feel like maybe because I've done a bit of theatre now or that I've slowed down with the hosting that it stopped. Bro, I'm going to Spain 3 times in August. Like, I go to Sweden a bunch. This year alone, I've been to Marrakesh twice. I've been to Poland. I've been to Sweden. I just was in Spain last week. I'm about to go Spain again 3 times in August. Do you know what I mean? I'm about to do Dubai. We're about to do Australia. You know what I mean? So it's all about just being patient and waiting your turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just done the last tour I hosted was for an artist called Blast.
Okay.
It's like my dog, good friend of mine. Even how that came about was Clubhouse.
Wow.
How Heckys Hot Seat came about was Clubhouse.
That's crazy.
Bro, insane.
Yeah. Clubhouse definitely had them. Was that during the pandemic?
Yeah.
They should have sold when they had a chance to, man.
I think they did. I think they have.
Probably for less than what I think it was offered a belly.
You mean the app, Clubhouse?
Yeah, the app, yeah.
It was the members only thing. I had it. Is that a thing still?
Nah.
Because
that was a pandemic thing.
Twitter then took it over and all that, made their own version of that. So
Spaces and all this stuff.
But content-wise, like Heckys Hot Seat is something I started in Clubhouse. Okay. So I created my own club. I was outside my house with a friend of mine called Costas, who I've known from young. And I was like, look, I'm using this app called Clubhouse and I want to create a club where I can interview people and stuff and do like live podcasts. And he was like, I was like, bro, look, I want it to be a spin-off of like my nickname, Hecky. And we're going back and forth. And he was like, well, how about Heckys Hot Seat? We looked at each other and he was like, yeah, that's it. A light bulb moment in the car. It was like 6 p.m. at night, 6 p.m. in the evening. So I've gone inside, I've created a club. And then I've just started reaching out to like my network, asking, yo, who's got the app? Who wants to come on and like interview? You know what I mean? So I just started inviting loads of people to the club. I think I got about 2,000, 3,000 people in the club.
Wow.
And then each interview, like I had Wiley on there, Javan Wade, he's like a actor. Who else did I have on there? Bradley Johnson, content creator called Sideman. I had a songwriter called Wayne Hector, and I'm missing someone. I had someone else, I can't remember, sorry. But
at one time when it goes live, you had 2,000 people.
No, I had 2,000 people in the club overall, members. In the room, I'd say I had about 200, 300 people per room. I think the lowest amount I've had was like 150, but it's still a lot of people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You know what I mean?
You got 200 people locked in.
Bro, it was nuts,
whole thing,
bro.
yeah.
So there was that, and then obviously lockdown ended. Everyone went back to real life. Everyone kind of just stopped using the app. I'd lock in once here and there, but I wasn't really using it as much. Obviously came out of lockdown, went on a crazy show run. I've done about between the end of July when lockdown was done, like 2021, to like December, I've done about 35 shows. It was nuts.
My man was out here grinding.
Bro, it was nuts, bro. We went Sweden, we went Toronto, we done like a whole UK tour. Bro, it was nuts. It was crazy. So I wasn't thinking about, let me do content. And then the end of 2021, my manager at the time, Fraser, that's my dog, he was like, bro, you need to start creating content. I'm not doing that. I'm not a joke, man. I don't want to create content. He's like, bro, trust me, do it. He's like, have you got a name? And then I was like, you know what I do? Heckys Hot Seat. So I called my cameraman. I was like, bro, we're doing this content thing, He's like, bro, are you sure? It's going to be a lot of work. I was like, bro, trust me. If there's any time that we need to do content, it's now.
Yeah.
We need to capitalize on what we've got. Because I already like using TikTok, doing obviously I travel a lot, so I was doing come with me to come. I was already kind of using the app, and then I already had the logo. Bro, everything was set.
Infrastructure was there.
So we went halves on the mic. He already had the clip on mic, so I just bought the long mic, and then bought what's that thing then, that popper thing that you use on the mic where the branding goes.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then my mum is actually a designer, so she designed the mic and put the Heckys Hot Seat around the mic. We hit the strip, rest is history. 20-something million views later across TikTok and Instagram.
Yes.
Crazy.
You know what I mean, and we're still going. We've definitely taken breaks, but one thing we've realized is that we're able to double up. So because I get booked out of the country a lot, we've done content in Sweden, we've done content in Morocco. So it's like Heckys Hot Seat isn't just Carnaby Street or Oxford Circus. We've done it in Sweden, we've done it in Marrakesh. Bro, people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like content creators from what I'm seeing, there aren't other content creators in my space that are doing street interviews, that are going to other cities, like other countries, and talking to people, direct. And I feel like when we're doing it, for the people that live in those countries, it's a shock to the system. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people don't
really do that.
Do you know what I mean? People are obviously not doing that as much, especially like in Marrakesh when we was doing it. Bro, it was nuts.
Sure, they were loving the opportunity to get in front of the camera.
We've released 2 clips from Marrakesh. Yeah, the first one we released, it's still going up. We're nearly on 1 million views on TikTok.
Only a million.
Only a million views.
Sorry.
What's the album?
To be fair, I shouldn't downplay it. It is nuts. We're on like 860,000 views on TikTok.
It's only a million.
But bro,
we hype when we get to 2 Gs.
Exactly.
Bro, it's crazy because when we released it, I was like, bro, I hope this trends in Morocco. Bro, the top 5 cities are all Moroccan cities, bro.
Yeah.
The top country that is trending in is Morocco. Bro, if you look on my followers list on TikTok, bro, the last 1,000 people that followed me are all from Morocco. It's nuts.
That's how it goes, bro. It's
scary.
It's
scary.
It's mad, bro. But like, we make it like that. So even like our Swedish content, like the top 3 cities are like Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmo, and then like the top city for that video is Sweden. So the top country for that video is Sweden. You know what I mean? So obviously we do the hashtags and all that, and then it ends up trending in the place where it's filmed, exactly where we need it to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pretty fire.
That's dope.